Reform 2.0 later this year. The House Ways and Means Committee member, Pennsylvania Congressman Mike Kelly, joins us now. Congressman, thanks for joining us. It seems like Congress has been eager to get things done from right out the gate. Since President Trump was inaugurated, you had this newfound power. The American people said, you guys, we want this party to take it away and run with it. And yet, every time you guys get something accomplished, it feels like it kind of just fades into the ether over at the Senate.
Well, the more deliberative body, as we've talked about before. So I get the point. If I was a Democrat, and none of them voted for the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, so I would be begging, please give me another chance at this. Our economy is so robust and it's roaring, and the stock market's soaring. Let me be part of that. Now, these people are telling you about the same thing, but if you put us back in power, we'll vote to raise your taxes. We'll do all these things that are counterproductive. We'll regulate you heavier. So my question is, so where is the honesty in doing this? Listen. You and I both know, because we've watched the game films, America is winning in every possible way right now. Thank God for the Trump administration to get this moving. And Charles, it's at warp speed. We're not waiting decades to do things. And Chairman Brady said we're waiting to come out in 2.0 in September. We've got packages that come together that are going to make it so much better, even better than it is today, for individuals and small businesses.
But Congressman Kelly, I'm talking about your Republican brethren over on the other side. You know, they're not necessarily too keen about getting a lot of this stuff. I mean, they move, like you said, they're very deliberate, perhaps too deliberate. The window of opportunity for the GOP to put in place the sort of things that have been on your agenda for a long time won't stay open long.
No, it won't stay open long, and it won't stay open if we don't take control of it and we lead on legislation. The old story, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I would just say to our friends in the Senate, take a look at this, because we are winning in so many different ways. Now, Charles, I'm not talking about it just as from a Republican standpoint and as a representative. I'm talking about for every single American. Every one of our 50 states, we're 50-0 right now. When you go to individual states, and is it getting better for them? Is it getting better for their residents? Are people seeing more take-home pay? Are we seeing investments being made right now by businesses so that we get a greater market share? We've lost so much market share over the years. We're trying to get back there now, and the only way you get there, if you're behind in a race, you better sprint to catch up and leave them in the dust. Just pass them, especially with the assets we have to work with.
Representative Kelly, you know, I hear the other side. I hear your rivals on the other side of the political agenda, divide rather, saying, well, tax cuts help the wealthy. There's been $200 billion in stock buybacks. I mean, listen, we know that there's always a lot. We know that last year at this time there was $140 billion, and the year before that. So there's always going to be that kind of money allocated to helping shareholders, who, by the way, also happen to be school teachers and police officers. But what do your Democratic colleagues tell you in private? Are any of them open, in your mind, to maybe a 2.0 version of this with a few things that they may want included?
Sure, they're on board with that. But you know, there's an old saying, there's no secrets in our family. There's just a lot of things we don't talk about. So they can have that talk in the locker room, but when they go out, they zip it and they keep their mouth shut on it. All I would say is this: if it's good for America, it's good for Republicans, it's good for Democrats, it's good for independents. How can you keep your mouth shut? How can you have a blind eye and a deaf ear to the success that's taking place right now? We're all representing the American people. I don't just represent Republicans. Charles, 705,687 people in the district. I represent them all, not just those that are registered Republicans. So I just want to see America win. President Trump has done something that's absolutely incredible, and in such a short period of time. People said this could never happen again, and the previous administration said, let's just get used to it. You're not that exceptional. You know what? We are exceptional, and we're exceptional because we are the biggest defenders of personal freedom and liberty in the entire world. We are the defenders of liberty, and so that's why it's important for us to have a dynamic and such a strong economy. That's how you pay for these things.
No doubt about it. Representative Kelly, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me on. Let's just keep on winning.
All right, sounds good to me.